This video was brought to you by Elbilmek, ABRP, Stormberg, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? We are now sitting in a Zeekr 001 and in this video we will test the headlights. So this is the privilege trim, which is the all-wheel drive and it has all the goodies. It's a top spec. So it has also a matrix light. We're going to test that later, but now we will just test the sheer strength of the headlights. So I have it in the manual right now. Well, maybe I should switch to auto. Okay, now it's an auto. Oh, yeah, you see the matrix going on. Wow. Wait, does this have the same lights as the Polestar 4? Because it has the same battery and the same drivetrain as the Polestar 4. Oh, it did actually some matrix action there on the sign. But yeah, nice strength, nice spread. I like it. For a Chinese car, this is awesome. But let's see. Oh yeah, see here. Do you see the deer? Oh, two of them. Oh, those nice legs. Oh yeah. And then the matrix went off. Okay. Just when you kind of need the matrix, right? Then it goes off. But you can see that it doesn't have that many segments. But it doesn't matter. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, there it comes on again. Okay. Yeah, it seems quite similar as the Polestar. But yeah, it's very nice. What I'm looking for is that nice spread. Wait, does it do anything in the curves now if I do this? No, it doesn't refocus, it doesn't turn in the curves, okay. But still, because it shines so wide and so tall, well actually not super tall, but I mean fairly tall, then you see that when you go on these roller coaster roads, you still see around, you know, towards the bend you're going. So that's nice. Here we come to the lid area. Just gonna hammer through. There's not much going on over here. But wow, I have to say the car is very quiet. It has 22-inch wheels. Okay, it was winter tires and Nokian Hakabilita R5 EV, but still nice and quiet ride. Is it even quieter than the Polestar 4? But you know, unlike the Polestar 4, here we actually have a conventional rear window. We don't have that wall with a camera, which I mean I got used to it, I remember, but I'm not a fan of it. It was still kind of a clumsy solution. But okay, so I'll show you guys what it looks like now. I can show. Okay, if I switch over to manual now. Okay, and then here you see low beam, high beam. Wow, this is good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna go inspect the farm. It's actually 3:14, the pie night. Now it's 3:14 at night. They think they're gonna get some sleep. Think again. Okay, see here. Let me see the spread. Wow. Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. Let's get going. Yeah. Seems that the car has been set up to be semi-soft. It's not super sporty. Yeah. Probably heavy also. Maybe around 2.4 tons, just like the Polestar 4. So yeah, but I want to find. I'm on a mission now in the following days to find out which car is the better or the best, Polestar 4 or the Zeekr 001. So they come from the same Geely group and they share maybe some hardware, but at least the stocks are different here. I feel like it's actually more premium in the Zeekr than the Polestar, and the Polestar uses those same turn signal and light stocks as the way cheaper Volvo EX30, you know. So I'm like, huh? So, well, we'll see. We'll find out. Okay. One thing I don't like about the Zeekr is that the regen is like if I let off the pedal now, it takes maybe a second or two until more and more regen comes. I'm not a fan of that. It should come faster, like most other cars. But I've seen many Chinese cars do it like this. I don't know what's up with this, but many Chinese cars, they copy each other. They have many similarities. Some of them are good, I guess. Some of them are not so good. For example, manual preheating. Many Chinese cars have it. Well, actually, many Western cars also have it nowadays. That's true. But I like that feature. But okay, so overall, very nice and good headlights. But we need to test the matrix capabilities now. Okay, now we're on some B roads and check. There'll be a truck oncoming soon. There. Wait. Oh, it's a bus. Okay. Turn off the lights towards the bus, and then after the bus has passed, and boom. Okay. Well, I mean, it does what matrix light is supposed to do, right? Block out the traffic. And then after the, okay, yeah, I mean, it works as it's supposed to do. I'm not sure what else is supposed to test. I mean, if this was some kind of pixel light like Mercedes, then maybe it would be interesting to test further. But okay, maybe at least I should try to follow a car, see what happens. Okay, I found a car. Let me see. Yeah, this is good. Now it should fire up the high beam there. And we approach the car in front. Then it blocks out parts of it. Yeah. So not that high resolution segments. But it seems to block a large enough part so it doesn't blind the car in front by accident. But I'm just gonna do the regular stuff, which is to go a little bit closer, like this-ish, and then you can see the thing now. The car is there. Oh, emergency lane keeper. Okay, whatever. Yeah. So yeah. So I mean, it blocks it out as it should do. Maybe not that fast, but I mean, who the heck drives like I do, right? So yeah. But let me see. Let me check something here. Yeah. It still shines on the side. You see, it's not that clear because now it's a bit gray landscape. But yeah, it does light up on each side of the car. So yeah, let me see, where is this car supposed to go? I think it should go straight. Yeah, not to the right. Right. Okay. You see, I think what I did was when I did the whole ding, left, right, it didn't react in time. So for the car in front, it appears as it was flashing at them. Yeah, but okay. But I just do the test just to see how the segments are, how they react to the car in front. But yeah. I think that's gonna be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.